So remember that guy who thought it'd be hilarious to spray pesticide on Walmart food as a prank? Yeah, things just got worse for him. His name is Charles Smith aka Wolfie Collective on TikTok, and he's officially pleaded guilty. Not just to one dumb move, but multiple charges. We're talking 2 felony counts of adding poison and harmful substances to food. Plus 1 misdemeanor for endangerment, and another one for criminal damage. Bro really hit the full combo, like he unlocked all the dumbest achievements in one go. He wanted attention so bad that he literally fumbled his entire life for it. Like, this isn't some misunderstood prankster who made one mistake, nah. This is just another clout junkie who traded his freedom for a few seconds of internet fame. And honestly, he's not even special. Just another generic moron in the long line of people who think jail time is worth a couple likes and reposts. So if you're lucky enough to not know who I'm talking about today, I'm truly sorry for ruining your peace. 'Cause sometimes, ignorance really is bliss. But unfortunately, this is Charles Smith, an Arizona TikToker who went viral last year for being, let's be real, a public nuisance and just an absolute scumbag. Bro doesn't have anything going for him, so he decided to make TikToks at the expense of random innocent people, messing with them in public, wasting their time, ruining their days, all for views. No talent, no originality. Just a dude with a phone, bad ideas, and way too much free time. And the wildest part? His content wasn't even making money for most of it. Like, bro was out here pulling these dumb stunts for literal pennies. His stuff was basically unmonetizable for a long time. Probably because brands were like, yeah, we're not touching this dude. It wasn't until the last few months before he got arrested that he finally started pulling in some real numbers. But even then, he was making like, what? $1,000 a month? So let's get this straight, this man was going into public places, harassing strangers, breaking laws, putting people's safety at risk, all to barely scrape together rent money. Like, bro, you're out here ruining people's entire day just so you can afford gas and Taco Bell. Be serious. And the sad thing is he never went after anyone who could actually fight back. His targets were always people just trying to get through their day. Retail workers, laundromat customers, fast food employees. Just regular folks minding their business, working hard, and here comes Charles with his camera and his half-baked pranks, trying to make a scene for content. And the video that really made him blow up? Yeah, it was exactly that.
Tacos in the egg roll. Hey!
Like dumping a whole bag of ice into a deep fryer, it might look wild for a second, but it explodes fast. Dangerous, unpredictable, and just plain stupid.
Or people who work at Popeyes, man.
And look, the Walmart stunt might have been the one that finally got him caught, but it wasn't the only disgusting thing he's done. Let's run down the greatest hits of trash behavior from Charles Clout over everything Smith. Locking a store. Spraying pesticide on open food at Walmart. Messing with homeless people. Throwing flour on retail workers. So yeah, in December of last year, Charles finally got what was coming to him. He turned himself into Mesa Police and admitted to the crime without even blinking. Because, let's be real, when you record and post your crimes yourself, you're basically serving the cops an evidence platter with a side of stupidity. You are the star witness. You filmed yourself committing a felony, uploaded it to the internet, bragged about it, and probably pinned the video to your profile. At that point, the prosecutor doesn't even need to try. The judge is just sitting there like, roll the TikTok. So yeah, the Maricopa County Attorney's Office dropped the hammer and indicted him on multiple charges. Introducing poison or harmful substances. Criminal damage. Endangerment and theft. And after the arrest? Oh, they started digging. Because once you've already got this man on tape doing wild stuff, it's open season. And boom, he gets hit with a third-degree burglary charge too, for a separate incident at a donut shop. Yep. My guy was out here breaking into donut shops on camera. Like bro, were you trying to collect charges like Pokemon cards? Just stacking felonies like it's a hobby.
Have your name and date of birth?
Charles Smith.
In an MCSO orange jumpsuit, Charles Smith, who goes by Wolfie Coletti on social media, was in court for the second time in just a few days. Already arrested in Mesa over the weekend, where police say he took this can of bug and flea killer off the shelf at a Walmart and sprayed the pesticide on produce that was on sale for anyone to buy, all while filming the action himself. The 27-year-old told officers he's a self-proclaimed troll and that he makes up to $10,000 a month posting those videos on social media. The court paperwork for the latest arrest is sealed, but as part of his release conditions, the judge told Smith he is not allowed to be on any social media. And he's not allowed to set foot inside any Bosa donut shop.
But here's the wildest part. He's 28 years old. Not 18. Not some teenager who got peer pressured into a dumb challenge. This man is almost 30 and he's out here treating TikTok like it's Jackass, Arizona edition. And guess what? He spent Christmas in jail last year. While most people were hanging lights or opening presents, Charles was out here opening a cell door. Since then, the case has been crawling through the legal system, and here's where things start to get interesting. His initial pretrial conference was originally set for April 30th, 2025. But then something shifted. A minute entry in the court docs pushed it up to April 3rd. And not long after that, boom. A plea agreement drops. On April 22nd, 3 of his open cases in Maricopa County were part of this deal. At first, it looked like he was just gonna skate by with adult probation. But nope, just 2 days later, that all changed. Now, Charles, content creator of Chaos Smith, has officially pleaded guilty to the video, you know the one, where he walked into Walmart and sprayed Raid on produce like it was seasoning. According to reports, he pleaded guilty to 2 felony counts of adding poison or other harmful substances to food, 1 misdemeanor count of endangerment, and 1 misdemeanor count of criminal damage. So yeah, it's no longer allegedly or maybe he did it, it's he straight up admitted it. He's guilty.
Smith recorded himself spraying the bug killer at a Mesa Walmart. He allegedly told investigators that he makes money filming videos of pranks. He'll be back in court on June 24th.
Now here's something a lot of people missed. And it honestly makes the whole thing even dumber. After spraying literal bug exterminator all over the produce section like it was a new cleaning hack, Wolfie actually left the store for about 10 minutes. And then, in what I can only assume was his one and only moment of brain activity, he came back and tried to clean it up. Like, bro walked back in, grabbed all the stuff he thought he'd sprayed, tossed it into a shopping cart, and rolled it to the back of the store like that would fix everything. But newsflash, the damage was already done. You don't get points for attempted cleanup after spraying poison on food in a public grocery store. It's not like removing a couple apples and grapes suddenly decontaminates the entire area. The shelves were hit. The baskets were hit. The surrounding produce? Who knows what got sprayed? And don't even get me started on the people who could have breathed it in while shopping. This wasn't just a prank gone wrong, this was straight up reckless behavior with zero awareness for health, safety, or basic common sense. You're not a good guy for taking it back. It's not an oopsies when the thing you sprayed literally has a skull and crossbones on the label. But here's where it gets even worse. According to the court documents, it's actually unknown if Charles even managed to collect all the contaminated items. So yeah, Walmart did what they had to do. They went and removed the rest of the produce. Which, by the way, was valued at $931. Nearly $1,000 worth of food, straight into the trash. And here's the scary part. During that 10-minute window when Charles dipped out of the store, customers were still shopping. Like, people were just walking through the produce section, grabbing fruits and veggies that had just been sprayed with Raid, and checking out like it was a normal Tuesday. So yes, there's a real chance people actually bought and took home contaminated food. And all of this was for a TikTok. For views. For a few likes and reposts. I mean, Charles has been walking around for years acting like he's invincible, like the internet somehow makes him untouchable. And now, it's finally catching up to him. Because that's the trap with this kind of clout-chasing content. You do something outrageous, and you don't get caught. So next time, you go even harder. And you keep doing that, again and again. Until eventually, you cross a line you can't walk back from. And that's exactly what happened here. Anyway, that's the saga of Charles Smith. The TikToker who thought he was untouchable until the law touched back. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this just another clout chaser finally getting what he deserves, or is this a sign that prank culture has officially gone too far? Either way, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe and don't eat produce from weird dudes on TikTok.